Mastering Tekla basement design with advanced techniques is a step-by-step video that will teach you in detail on how to model properly a building with basement using Tekla Structural Designer. Stay connected as we dive right into the presentation. Here is Tekla Structural Designer software welcome interface. We need to create a new project, but before then, we have to set the code of practice. So we click on the settings right here, and then we have the dialog. Just like this, at default we have UK setting active. So if you click here, you see other country code. If your country code is not here, you can use the import provisions. For instance, I select Sweden, and then I click on the OK options, so you can see Sweden is here, and then I click on active right here to make it active successfully. So for the sake of the presentation, we are going by the UK settings. So I click right here. So I have to click on the active to make it active, just like this. You can check other codes using this design code provisions for actions and resistance code successfully. So you can see the result right here. So everything is good. You can explore here as well. Then I click on the OK. We have done the necessary setting. Alright, so at this point, you can click on the material right here to set the materials for the reinforced concrete member over to reinforcement, and then you see the class at default is 500, and then you can see the reinforcement diameter right here. You can create yours using this provision, and then you can also add the rebar sizes using this provision as well. Okay, everything is good. Click on the close option. Now we want to create a new project. Click on the new option right here to actually create a new project. So new project is created successfully. You can see right here. So you need to save this project. If you right click and then you click on save as, and then over here you can give this project a name. So I want to call it F. I want to call it FDV. All right, this is the project name. Click on save. You can use any name you wish. All right, so now we are good to start modeling. You see over here we have the structure 3D, and then you have the ST base. So these are the default levels. If you select here, you see the levels right here. ST base level. We have not created level. So go to modeling tab and click on the construction levels. Click right here. So over here, you can see since we have a basement, all right, so we have to insert above first. So we'll be having up to 4 floors, just like this. 4 floors. Okay, now over here just have to change it to XSL, which is structural slab level. Structural slab level. All right, even here as well. So this is top of foundation. So we need a level that is below this. So for you to get the level that is below this, just select this provision and click on this insert below, this option. So this has been inserted below. All right, so over here you just have to key in minus 3 meters, just like this, minus 3 meters. All right, so we have this place to be the 0 level. So at this point we'll have here to be 3 meters as well, and then here is 3 meter, here is 3 meter, and then here is 3 meters. Sorry, we're supposed to key in this provision this person. Yes, 3 meters, 3 meters, and 3 meters, just like this. And then you see we have here to be 0 level, which is the base level, and this is the sub base level, which is the depth of the basement. All right, so we can just change that to basement. We can give it the name as basement, just like this. Okay, and then this is going to be natural ground level, so we get it as NGL, natural ground level, you see. And then here is going to be the first floor. Okay, so for the first floor, you just type first floor, FN, and then here is going to be the second floor, so you just type ND here. All right, so this provision we have it to be third floor. So for the third floor, we need to have this name to be ROD. So RODF, all right, third floor. So this is second floor. Okay, then here is going to be the fourth floor. So we have this just like this. So this is how it's good that you name this so you can be able to understand it. All right, so everything is set successfully. So I have 2 foundation level, top of foundation level. Okay, the natural ground floor is going to be serving as a top of foundation, and then the basement is also going to be serving as top of foundation. You can see from here. So everything is good for the structural slab thickness. So we have it to be 180 millimeters right here, 180 millimeters right here, just like this, 180, 180. All right, so we already have okay, we have the first concrete slab here as well, so you can key it in as 180, but just leave that. We can provide the thickness later. All right, so coming to the source, okay, we are going to be making this unique from the first floor. We click in this position, make this one, make this one, and then make this one. So this is a way of making it similar stories. You understand? So from story one right here, from one is a similar story up to story 4, which is the fourth story right here. Okay, so these ones are unique. You can see the natural ground level and the basement successfully. So this is the construction level I've set, okay, successfully in Tekla Structural Designer. So if you have any confusion about it, you can drop your comment in the comment section below. All right, I click on the OK option. So you can see all of be created right here. You can see. All right, so now we can double click here to actually make it active. So this is the natural ground level, and then this is the basement level. All right, you can see. So now we can't be at the natural ground level. We want to set out the green line, so I'll click on the natural ground level, this one, and then I come to these provisions and I click on these rectangular grid lines. All right, so here we go. So you can see the names we have here. AG1, you can change it. The color as well can be changed, but I leave that at default. And then from here, you see all of this provision has been checked. That means this is going to be populated all through the stories right there. Okay, I click on next, and then it's going to start from the origin, meaning the green lines. All right, click on next, and then the line type, I will use this dot dash dot. Okay, click on next. So yeah, in the S directions, we'll be navigating to AutoCAD now. Let's look at the this thing we have. All right, so here we go. So this is the green line set out in AutoCAD. I will send this in the description of this video. You can download it. All right, so you can use it to practice along. Okay, so now from here we start here. We have 1 meters. Here we have 2 meters, 4 meters, and so on and so forth. So let's get back to Tekla Designer. Okay, so we use the irregular. All right, so click in this provision. The first thing we have there is 1 meter. See the unit here in meters. So select there, use comma. The next is 2 meter. All right, you use comma again, and then the next we have is 4 meters, and then do comma again. The next we have is 2.4 meters, 2.4, just like this. You do comma, and then the next right there is 4 meters again. Then you do comma. So we have 2 meters, comma, and 1 meter, just like this. So this is the green line set out in this X direction extent. Okay, go to next, and then this is the irregular length in the Y direction extent. So click in this provision, so we can also check that in this direction. We'll be having 1 meter, 3 meter, 3, 2.4, and then we have 3 meter and 1 meters. Okay, so let's proceed from here. 1 meter, comma, we have 3 meters, comma, 3 meter again, comma, and then we go by 2.4, and then comma. So we proceed to 3, comma, and then finally 1. So you can see the green line set out just like this. Click on the next option, click on the next option, and then click on finished. There we go. We are down setting out the green line. At this point, we want to start to model. So we start the modeling from the basement. Okay, so we select in the basement right here. So here is the basement. Okay, all right. So now we want to start by modeling the concrete mesh. Okay, for the concrete mesh for the basement. So we have to just select on this, use the first option, concrete mesh, click right there. All right, so now this will set the top and bottom constraint. So the bottom constraint is basement, and then the top constraint of this, I'm going to make it natural ground level, this one, you see. So we scroll down, so we can set the thickness of the basement. Okay, for the reinforcement, we use loose bars. Okay, so we scroll down. Here, the basement thickness is 250 we used. So 250 you key in. All right, then we scroll down. The nominal cover from here is 25. We are going to be using 30 right here. All right, just like this. So these settings are good. Every other thing, leave it positive. So we want to start to model the basement. So we start from this point, click here and click this place to have a place you can see. So continue to click just like this. All right, so I will have to escape from here. So once I escape, I will now start from this point. So you can double click to pick it again, just like this. So I'll click here, double click to pick it again, just like this. Escape, pick from here, double click. So this is actually connecting the basement and the natural ground level. So we are done with this. Okay, if you go to 3D, you see what we get, just like this. All right, so we get back to the basement again. So now we want to also be drawing a shear wall using this same method, but this time around it's going to be connecting the basement and the topmost story. All right, so now to do that, we need to click in this provision, use the option. So now the top constraint this time around is going to be up to ST4. All right, then scroll down to check the size of the basement. Okay, right here we'll make it 250. All right, scroll down, and then the nominal cover is going to be 300 right here. Sorry, 30 millimeters. All right, so after which we are good. So we are going to be drawing from this point up to this point and up to this point. All right, so over here we have the same thing to connect this point and this point. Okay, so we also have to connect from here and here. All right, so the same thing right here, just like this. Click to have it placed. Now we have a lift well, and lifter we have is in this provision. So you just select from here, pick there, this point and that point successfully. So this is good. Let's go to 3D. So this is what we get, you see. All right, at this point we want to start to place the reinforced concrete beam. So we place the beams at the ST natural ground level, which is this level, this one. Double click right there. So here we go. We want to start to model the beams, the first concrete beams. Click right in this provision. Or do we model? Okay, let's model the column first. So select on the column. This is the first concrete column. Okay, so this column now is going to connect the basement, all right, and the topmost story. The basement and the topmost story, right? Yeah, you can see. So we scroll down for the column section. So at default, we have 400 by 400 millimeter column section. So click right there. We are going to be having 225 column section by 400 or 450, just like this. So we click on the OK option. All right. So for these columns, you can see the base constraint and the top constraint. So we are going to be having one of it right here. We have a column here. You see, we have another one right here. You have it here as well. You have it here. So later we check anyone that is not in the plan, we get rid of it. So here is the columns you're having right here. So after we have done this, now we can now proceed to model the beams. Okay. So let us navigate to the 3D to see what we have done. So you can see this is what we get. Get back to the base. So at this point, let's get back to AutoCAD and see what we get here. Okay, we have a column 3 feet right here. Okay, we also have 3 right here. All right, so we need to correct that. So come over here. These 3 columns are not supposed to be here. So get them selected and then hold the Control key and select these other 3 as well. Click on delete right here and then click on the OK options to get rid of that. So we are going to be remodeling these columns again, but at this point. All right. So for you to do that, you have to get back to column, click right here, and then the top constraint is going to be ST4, while the base constraint is going to be natural ground level. This one. Then scroll down to choose the right section. So here is the section. Here we go. So now for the alignment of these columns, we need to use the center to center. All right, we'll correct that later. So just do a window over these green lines to have a place just like this. You can see. So now we need to align it. So if you select these columns, select on it, hold the Control key, select this one, hold the Control key and select this. And then come to the property dialog and you see alignment. Expand it. For the left provision, use center to centralize it, you can see. So we pick on the column as well. From here, the same thing right here. Let's check the section. If it is correct, that's good. Okay, so now we apply this right here, just like this. So we have to also select this, hold the control key to select multiple of it, just like this, and then scroll down for the alignment, expand this provision and change the right to center, just like this, to centralize it. So from here, if we get to 3D, you can see what we get. You see. So now I want to start to model the beam. We get to the natural ground level. We have a beam connecting all of these provisions. So click on the beam right here. So we scroll down, see the materials and the beam properties. Let's check the sections. So we are going to be having 225 beams from here, 225 by 500. Click on the OK options. All right. So now we want to be creating a beams that will connect this point. So pick the first point. Can pick it all through to have it placed, but if you select it, you can see it is actually a single beam, a continuous beam is being placed successfully. All right, this is good. And then coming these other directions, you have to also click on the beam option, check the property, everything is good. So you can pick the first point, pick the second point, just like this. So the last one, you have to double click to have it placed. So the same thing applicable here. So you just have to, the last one, double click to have it placed. So from here, you have to double click here to have it placed. So you can do a window just like this, release your hand to have it placed as well. Also do a window just like this, release your hand to have it placed. You can see what we are doing right here, just like this. So we are good. Okay, so this is nice. We are done along this line. We wouldn't have beams. Okay, if you go to the 3D, this is what we get. So you can see the basement right here. All right, so now we are good. We get to the ST1, which is the first floor level. This level, we need the beams right here. So click on this beam member, and then the sections, we go by this. The nominal cover, this is okay. So we can choose from here and do a window over this columns point, release your hand to have the beam placed successfully, just like this. And then other ones, you can decide to pick the first point, pick the second point, double click to have it placed. Along this line, you can just do a window just like this, release your hand. The same thing here, release your hand. Okay, so from here, pick that point, pick this, double click to have it placed. Pick this point, double click here to have it applied successfully. Same thing here. Okay, so now for these beams, we need to extend this. So click on this beam member again in the property. You have to check the section. Everything is good. You have another beam right here. You have another beam right here, just like this. So this is how you model this type of structure using Tekla Structural Designer. Just like this. So we have the beams here, but the beam we have here is going to be a cantilever beams. Okay, so let's get to 3D. So this is what we get. You can see I've already populated the beams. All right, all over. So get back to the ST1 again. We need a cantilever beam right here. So let's see how to model a cantilever beam. Okay, so this beam from this point to this point is going to be a cantilever beam. Pick on this, on the beam member, come to the property, dialog, check the section. We go by this same section. So this point you are picking is the first point of the beam, and this is the second point. So at the second point, double click to have it placed. So this is the cantilever beam. You can as well escape from here. Pick the first point, double click at the second point to have it placed, cantilever beam. Pick the first point, double click on the second point, and then get back to activate the beam. To pick the first point, double click here. All right, this one is not a cantilever beam. So just double click to have it placed, escape. So just like this. So activate the beam member again, pick that point, just like this. Okay, over to this side, you do the same thing. So this is the first point, and then this is the second point. First point, second point, first point, second point, first point, second point. All right, so here just have to model this way. Okay, so now we have modeled the cantilever beam. You have to make it a cantilever beam. So select one of it, hold the control key, select multiple of it, just like this. This was our cantilever beam. All right, so come to the property. So in the property, if you scroll down, you will see a provision where we have to define the release, the beam, whether it's a cantilever beam or not. So as you scroll down here, you see we have releases, select that, and then you see cantilever end 1, and then you can see over here we have cantilever end 2. All right, so now we activate the end 2. Okay, so this has made this end a cantilever suspending. All right, so after which we scroll down, come over to this provision, select this one, this, and this. It's also a cantilever. Scroll down and make them cantilever. Released. So this time around this end 1 and this is end 2. So we scroll down to the end 2 and make it a cantilever, just like this. All right, so now click on the beam command, scroll down. So this is the section, so we are going to be having, pick on that point, double click right there, pick on here, just like this. All right, just like this. Come over to this side. We need to add a beam, so I just continue to pick, and at the last you double click. So you see the various ways to model. So now go to 3D. Let's see what we get. So you can see what we get here in our model. Everything is good. All right, so now we want to apply the reinforced concrete slab. We go to the natural ground level. We need a slab right here, so just click on the slab on beam, the first option. Okay, so create slab item, close bar. Okay, escape that, go to the ST1. All right, here we go. This is ST1. We click on the slab provision. All right, so we want to create an existing slab, next one. So if you scroll down right here, you notice we have the depth key in before, so everything is good. Over here, it's a two-way slab, so you can actually do a window over the beams, release your hand to have a slab placed successfully, just like this. We'll remove this one right here, escape to get rid of the command, and remove this one. That is for the lift well. Delete that successfully. Go to the 3D, you see. So we have populated this with the reinforced concrete slab successfully, as you can see a model. So this is how you model a basement structure using Tekla Structural Designer. Okay, so for this provision, we'll also apply it to the reinforced concrete slab at the natural ground level, but we did not assign the slab thickness to this. We did not assign, that is why you see this. Okay, but we can get rid of that successfully. So to actually correct that issue, if you come to this construction level, you notice that we define this natural ground level as top of foundation. So you have to change this to structural slab level. All right, and then you come over here to make sure you give a thickness to the reinforced concrete slab, just like this, to correct that error we are having. So click on the OK options. So now we have done that setting. Come and click on the beam option. You can see everything is good. It's not showing red alert right here. So up here, I will have a new slab. So I go by the slab thickness that we just set, which is 180 millimeters. All right, so I can now do a window over the drill intersection, reduce my hands to have the slab placed successfully, just like this. I will escape from the command, click in this provision of the lift well, and then I have to delete this up. Okay, so in this other provision, you can have the slab placed manually by clicking on it, and then You can just okay, but this is not actually prompting. See over here, select bar. So this select bar, if you click here, it will actually play the slab, but it's not working here. So since this is not working, uncheck this select bar, and I can be able to pick from the first point, second point, third point, double click here to have it placed. You can see. So this is sent in here. Double click here. Sorry, it's not properly placed. Double click to have it placed. Alright. So if you need a master's training on this program, you can reach to me through the link in the description of this video. Alright, so let's place this successfully. Double click right here. This is good. Escape right now, and then go to the 3D. So yeah, we go. This is what we get. So we have the basement right there. So if I select on any of these member, the entrance into the basement is elsewhere here. So you can actually get to delete that basement, so you can see the inside of the basement just like this. You can as well undo. So we are designing everything together successfully. Alright, so if you have any question, you can drop it in the comment section. Do not forget to like and subscribe to our channels of reason. Alright, in the next presentation, we'll see how to load this structure, and then we will carry out the analysis and design on this model successfully. So we stop here. See you in the next presentation. Have a great day, and bye for now.